It's Tuesday, August 23rd. Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah Fergani with KENS 5 News Now. A large fire breaks out after an explosion at a SAWS facility. The San Antonio Fire Department says lightning may have struck near large tanks filled with flammable contents. People who live nearby say there was an explosion that shook the ground and knocked out power for some time. No water services were impacted. A man was shot in the face in what police think is now a road rage incident. Officers say around 11:30 last night, the driver of a silver car fired several shots into a pickup truck. The truck's driver was shot in the left ear and chin, but was able to stop at a gas station near the intersection to call police. And he was sent to the hospital where he is in stable condition. President Trump's legal team wants a third-party attorney to oversee the review of evidence seized from his Mar-a-Lago home. This so-called special master would also determine if any of the documents should ultimately be returned. Mr. Trump's team is asking a federal judge to pause the criminal investigation until a review is done. The filing also argues Mr. Trump's constitutional rights were violated. Uvalde CISD Superintendent Dr. Hal Harrell is under scrutiny this morning after several parents filed grievances. The school board held a special meeting last night to address those concerns. People who spoke at the meeting are demanding accountability.
We're just going to keep coming up here until something is done and until we see something that looks like it's in our favor.
The school board says they're now looking into organizations that can review administration practices, and they want the superintendent to schedule a town hall before school starts. A survivor of the shooting at Robb Elementary will be throwing out the first pitch at an Astros game and getting some help from a famous former Astros. 10-year-old Maya Zamora will throw out that first pitch at tonight's game against the Minnesota Twins. Carlos Correa is a former Astro who plays for the Twins now. He found out the Zamora family still lived blocks from the shooter in Uvalde when Maya was released from the hospital last month. And now his foundation is giving the Zamoras a new house. San Antonio SWAT is getting a new vehicle. The city council signed off on buying what is called the Rook. It is a vehicle that will come equipped with a ballistic shield for officers and a grapple claw that could remove fortified doors and burglar bars. City staff say it will only be used in emergency situations like active shooter incidents or natural disasters. Pfizer has now submitted an updated COVID-19 vaccine that protects against Omicron for approval. The company says the shots have been revised to specifically target new strains of the Omicron variant. The FDA hopes to approve the new vaccine before the winter time and in time for a booster dose campaign. Trending online, excitement about our solar system's biggest planet. NASA released infrared images of Jupiter taken by the James Webb Space Telescope in July. Those pictures revealing the planet's northern and southern lights, Jupiter's rings, and two tiny moons. Scientists believe those fuzzy spots in the background are galaxies. Just amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool image, no doubt about that.
It is, Paul. Yeah, and we've been getting a lot of rain too. How much more rain can we expect?
Well, it all depends on where you're at. I mean, some folks maybe as little as a quarter of an inch, but some could pick up over a couple of inches today. So we've got a flash flood watch that is in effect. 90 for a high, most of the afternoon in the 80s. Good chance of seeing some additional rainfall, and some of that rain will be heavy with some heavy downpours.
That's KENS 5 News Now. As always, remember to follow us online and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Sarah Fergani.